Hello there. Here we have the groom with us. The groom is live and well, and here he is. So how many days out is it till the wedding now?
46.
46? You didn't take too long to think of that one, so that's pretty good. And are you feeling nervous?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah? What are you nervous about?
Wow, it's a big commitment, right? I don't know if I know her all that well. All right. We'll just figure, you know what? Marriage is the next big step here. Let's just dive right into her and see what happens.
All right. I like that. Let's see what happens. All right. So I want to start with the basics, I want to know your guys' story. So recall for us how you first met.
I think we did meet on Tinder. It was like Sarah's friend who swiped right and right or left? How does it work? It's been so long. But yeah, right. She swiped right. And anyways, I was the chosen one, I guess. I started talking to Sarah, and then long story short, we met in a KFC parking lot and ended up having like a 3 or 4 hour date. Talked about everything, and we hung out like pretty much every day since then.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like some chemistry right off the bat.
Yeah, it was the KFC actually.
The KFC was inspiring something, eh?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, and then, so that was your first time meeting. So when did you first meet? What was the date? Do you remember?
It was 2 weeks before my birthday. So I would say October, it had to have been like October 26th, 25th, 24th, in around there.
Okay.
But if I had to put a date to it, I would say October 24th though.
Of what year?
2016.
All right. There you go. And so how soon after that did you start dating?
Like officially?
Yeah.
I would say with Sarah, I was right away, pretty much. For me, I was still testing the waters here, and, but yeah, I would say within 2 weeks was, like that.
And was there a formal conversation to say, we're officially exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, I think there was.
And who initiated that conversation?
That would have been, I think, Sarah.
Oh, okay. All right. And you said your first date was KFC, so did you actually eat the KFC, or did you just sit in the KFC parking lot?
Oh, I think we just sat in the KFC parking lot. We just talked and sat in the KFC parking lot. In my car, actually, which I feel like people shouldn't do on the first date is go to somebody else's car, but Sarah did it, and you know what? It worked out best.
All right. So what was it that initially attracted you to Sarah?
I would have to say her hair color, the blonde, and just her smile and her hair and just her face in general. She just seemed like a very you can always tell first impressions or everything, and I would say that just in general she looked very like a very nice person. Let's say that.
That's really nice. And if you had to guess, what would you say that Sarah was attracted to for you? Initially.
I would have to say my sense of humor. Maybe.
Oh, you have one of those?
I do actually. Yeah, I do. I think I do.
That's great. And now, after you've gotten to know her, what's your favorite physical feature of Sarah?
I would have to say that my favorite physical feature of Sarah would have to still be her eyes.
Aw, what a romantic.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at her personality and who she is as a person, what's the thing that attracts you the most to her now that you've gotten to know her?
She's just a great person. She is all about other people and helping other people. She's very kind, very considerate, and she puts other people's feelings first.
That's really nice. And who was it that initiated the first kiss?
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how soon was it into that October 20-something date that you first met?
Second date.
second date.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us about the first time that you met the family. Risa, Ian, Mike. How was that? And what do you remember of that?
So that would have been Christmas 2016, Christmas Eve 2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was, I forget the names. Ray, Bill. No, Ray, Bill, yeah, Michelle, Diane. We're all there. And honestly, I didn't even know Risa and Mike were her parents because everybody else was just asking me the million questions. And yeah, anyways, that was the first time I met the family. Ian, I don't know, I think I met Ian a couple months after.
Okay. Ian wasn't
Mike
there
and
that
Risa,
night.
Yeah, he wasn't there that night. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what was your first impression of Mike and Risa?
Oh, they seemed like good people. I mean, didn't really get to talk to them too much that night, which, you know, when you're first time meeting your girlfriend's parents, is probably a good thing that, you know, maybe not too many words were, because you just never know. Again, you know, first impressions are everything. So
All right.
yeah.
And then you guys moved in together eventually. When was that?
2000. I don't know. I feel like she's officially we moved in together in 2019.
In your condo?
In my condo. Sorry, no, we moved to our townhouse. I had sold the condo. And then she was at my house like 5 times a night, like 3 weeks after we started dating. She was there every night. So you consider that moving in, I guess. But
so you got to know each other a little better through that phase.
Couldn't get rid of her. She would never go home. Yeah.
So when you officially moved in together, or even during that phase, what was the biggest growing pain of learning to live together?
The amount of toilet paper that she used. An incredible amount of toilet paper. I always say this story. I'd buy a 2-4, no, it was a 12-pack of toilet paper. The thing would last me a year. What's that, a roll a month? No, not with Sarah. You know, it'd be at least 3 to 4 rolls a week, and I'd be buying a lot of toilet paper. It got expensive, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, if the biggest growing pain is toilet paper, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah, well, you know, fast forward to 2020 when there was a shortage, and yeah. I don't know.
It was foresight,
Things got difficult, right?
And who does the most cooking in the relationship?
That would be Sarah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is she a good cook?
She is a good cook.
What are some of the go-to staples?
Her tuna noodle casserole, which is just Kraft dinner and tuna mixed together, I feel like.
Oh.
But it's very good, actually.
I'll have to get her to make that for me.
Yeah, no, she does a great job with that.
And who's the tidier, the neater of the two?
I feel like it used to be me, but as our relationship went on, I would have to say that Sarah's definitely the neater of the two. Keeps the house tidy for sure.
And what inspired that change?
I don't want to say the wrong thing here. No, I feel like I guess, you know what, I feel like maybe we just got comfortable with each other, and yeah, or maybe I got too comfortable, I don't know.
What's the one thing that you do that annoys her the most?
That's a tough one. I would have to say that oh, definitely, okay, you know what, it's not as tough as I thought. I would have to say showing up late to something. If I've promised her that I will be there at a certain time and I'm not there at that time, I won't hear the end of it. So that's definitely it.
So are you somebody that's generally late in nature then?
I'm not late. I go by my time, just not by Sarah's time.
Is Sarah somebody that likes to be early, or is she punctual?
She's punctual, for sure.
All right. So say Sarah's mad at you for perhaps coming later than you said you were going to be. What is your go-to way to smooth it over?
I would have to say, like ice cream, right? Some sort of sweet, some sort of dessert. She's about compromises, so it's like, all right, I messed up, so I'm willing to do this for you, right? But ice cream, I would say ice cream's the biggest thing.
All right. And does it work?
Sometimes.
All right. And do you remember the exact moment you knew that you would marry Sarah?
I would have to say, almost, like, when we started saying "I love you" to each other, I would have to say that that was probably the moment when I realized that she was probably the person for me.
And who was the first person to say that I love you?
That
first?
was me.
That was you.
And yeah, like I always struggled with saying "I love you" to people, and sometimes even to family and stuff like that. But it just felt so comfortable and natural with Sarah. I had to say
Aw.
it, and the timing was right, and
I love
yeah,
that.
she remembers that moment to a T.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Aw. Did she say it back?
I don't think she did.
She did eventually.
Eventually,
That's
it
all
came
that
along,
matters.
but I don't think she did.
No. She was probably caught off guard.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And how soon was that into,
I would
meeting each other?
say 8 months.
Yeah. So he knew.
I knew.
This guy wasn't playing around.
No.
So some of the easier questions, I hope. If Sarah had to choose one type of food to eat for the rest of her life, what would it be?
Sushi?
Sushi.
I would say sushi.
All right. It's a go-to treat?
She does like ice cream though.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say sushi. She always chooses sushi.
Good. And what's her favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Though I did ask her that question today and she said she didn't have a favorite color.
Oh, so you were preparing?
Well, you never know what's gonna get brought up here. Anyways, no, I think it's yellow.
Okay, yellow. We'll go with yellow. And if you had to describe Sarah's dream vacation, how would you describe it?
I would have to say just hanging out on a beach, relaxing. I mean, she's done the whole Europe thing, and yeah, I mean, I would have to say just on a beach hanging out.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
What was Sarah's first pet as a child?
I have no idea. I want to say a hamster. I don't know though. I want to say a hamster. They had a million dogs, but I feel like that would be too easy, so I'm gonna say a hamster. No, a rabbit. It was a rabbit. It was a rabbit.
Do you know the rabbit's name?
No, but it disappeared one day suddenly.
Oh.
So, might bring up, yeah, might bring some tough feelings up or some bad feelings, but yeah, disappeared. That's all I know.
All right. And who is Sarah's celebrity crush?
Oh, that's a good one. Zac Efron?
Zac Efron.
I don't know.
Would she get a hall pass for him, or?
I mean, we did talk about that at one time. Celebrities came across and this and that, but I think we're both pretty committed to each other. That yeah, there's no hall passes here.
Good save. Good save.
Yeah, there's no hall passes.
Is there anything else you want to say to the bride for her bachelorette weekend?
Oh, I just hope that you have a good time, Sarah, and have fun, have a blast. Hopefully you only get one of these in your life, and just have fun. You're with all the people that you care about and love the most, and just enjoy your time. Oh, a beer. Thank you. Delicious.
That's your